Hey everyone, and welcome to the first video of the Broke to Rich series, the episode 1, starting of a new game. Eventually I had planned to do this a long time ago, probably even half a year ago, but couldn't actually get it done because of the COVID thing and a lot of work that I had to take care of, and because of that the channel became inactive for a very long time too. Hence this planned series got postponed and constantly got delayed. But not anymore. I have finally got myself to get the series started and get going with it without delaying any further. Anyhow, we have 23 days for the new DLC to drop that is coming on December 15th. So we can start the grind run and make some progress in that time, right? And also another thing that I want to mention right away is that these videos or episodes in this series aren't going to be like the usual guides or tutorials that I have made earlier, but more like a timeline of those guides that I'll be putting into action as I progress through the game. So like I said earlier, it won't be like those traditional guides or tutorial videos that you're used to. Instead, my journey in the game put up like a timeline using tips, tricks and methods from my guide videos. Starting from the bottom, literally broke, to then rising to the top, becoming a millionaire. That's why the series name Broke to Rich. So you'll be getting the inside look with this series, starting off with a new game, doing the grind run, getting the first properties, investing on businesses, grinding those businesses, purchasing useful vehicles, and literally the whole of these grinding timeline. So I hope you get an idea of what I've planned. Now with all that being said and done, let's get on to the video. Now this series isn't like the usual ones which you normally see everywhere. Unlike other YouTubers who make such videos with the second characters, I won't be doing that way here. But instead, like you saw earlier, I'm doing this on a completely new game. Yes, you heard that right. I got a new copy of the game and I'll be starting over completely right from the beginning on an entirely new account. That's exactly what you saw at the beginning of the video. Literally nothing from the old account, on which I've made like millions grinding for 3 years. So starting right from the beginning. The reason for this is that earlier on you would only see my tutorials and guides with no grinding scenes of those. So now you get to come on the grind journey as well. Hence I decided to do these. Also there's 3 things that I want to mention right before we start. First is that this is going to be completely solo. All the grind runs from the start till I reach the top goal, everything's going to be solo work. So this will be good for all the solo players out there. Something they all can look forward to. Second is that I plan to live stream some of these grind sessions, mainly to interact with you all, the super awesome subscribers that have been supporting the channel right from the start. I had talked about this live streaming earlier on. More info on this will be given later on as we progress through the videos. Third and last one is that this will be open for playing with all the subscribers, helping players and having fun all together in sessions. Just chilling. I'll be talking about all these in the upcoming days as I progress. So there you have it. That's the plan of this whole episodes and the series in itself. Alright, now let's get going with the video, shall we? Right when you first start the game, you get to create the character, go with the intro to online, and you'll be introduced to the basics of how the game works, the mechanics, and all those intro will be taken place in the very first beginning of you joining online. So once you complete all those, you'll be put into a session where other basic intros will take place. So that's with that. Moving on to the next, that is the first major step, is that Simeon will be contacting you all regarding the vehicle which you can take to the Los Santos Customs and save it as your own. So for this thing, I would suggest take your time. You don't need to hurry, or you need to get it done quickly. It's okay if you take your time, select the best vehicles. I mean, earlier in the GT Online days, you could actually steal a high-end vehicle and keep it as your own. But Rockstar has kind of changed it, So the higher segment vehicles cannot be stolen. So what I did instead is that I went in search of a pretty cool, rare modded car in GTA Online that appears at particular times. I've actually made a complete detailed video showing all of these rare modded cars that spawn in GTA Online. It's a small video with all the necessary info. I'll be putting the links at the top and the description. So if you don't know about those, just take a look at them. You can also sell them for a pretty good high amount. So every day in game, you guys can sell that. I'll be talking about that in a minute. But back to the personal vehicle, I actually went in search of this rare cool modded car. The reason is that it comes with many of the mods as standard. Not just the appearance, even the performance like the engine tunes and all, they'll be coming standard on these modded cars. So when you're a new player, you will have to go across the map doing these missions or other works, activities and all. You will be needing a fast car. I mean, you can go out looking for NPC cars, but they don't spawn all the times, right? So for the first vehicle, if you get a good one, which is also fast and also comes with upgrades, then it is going to be benefiting you a lot in the initial days. So that's what I did. And as you can see, many of the mods on this car is locked behind the ranks and other requirements. So having these as standard is going to be really big bonus for you all in the initial days. So you got your first personal vehicle. What to do for the next step? So the first and foremost thing you got to do every single day you log into the game is to head out into the Diamond Casino and Resort. Why? Well, you gotta try your luck on the lucky wheel in the casino. So for the new players, as usual, you won't be having money to get the penthouses, so you just get the normal membership, which is about $500. You would think that's a lot of money for a new player that is broke, just about having, few thousand in the bank. Well, you actually get 5,000 chips for that, which you can actually convert into your money. So that's actually a good deal, you get like 10 times the money you put into right in the beginning itself. $500 for 5,000 chips, which is converted to $5,000. So pretty good deal right there. And also always collect the visitor bonus whenever you get into the casino every day. This might seem like a small amount of money, but it's going to add up every single day. So why do you want to miss out on that, right? So collect the daily visitor bonus and then take your chance at the lucky wheel. Now, it doesn't guarantee that you will win something very good every single time. As you can see, I won like 10,000 chips, which is like $10,000. But you get the chance to win the RP or the podium vehicle. Those vehicles cost about millions of dollars. So, winning it for free from the podium is going to give you a great heads up in the game. So definitely do not miss trying out your luck every single day. I mean, as you can see on the video, I converted the chips into money. So for the new broke players, money is going to be playing a key role in almost every single thing. And also talking about the casino podium vehicles, I've actually made a small tutorial showing how you can win the casino podium vehicle all the times. This is going to be saving you a lot of millions on these costly vehicles, and you get to own them like completely free. You won't have to spend any money on them. So check out that video. I'll be linking it at the top as well as in the description. It's going to be a huge money and time saver for you guys. And also regarding that lucky wheel thing, this is a clip from a previous guide video in which I had done the how to get started in GTA Online guide. So in that video, I actually won like RP on the lucky wheel. This gave like a huge boost for the level of my character. As you can see, he boosted up like 3 levels. So there you have it. That's the advantage of these lucky wheels and why you should try them out every single day you log into the game. Moving on to the next step is to sell cars. I mean, I was stressed about this in almost all of my money guide videos. You can literally steal some of the best vehicles off the street and just sell them at Los Santos Customs every single day in GTA Online. That is going to be 48 minutes in real life. As you can see from the clip right now, I did it the first thing, all those tutorials completed. So I just had about 6,800 in my bank. And I sold the car, got about $9,500. So some of the best vehicles are, the Ballers. There are like 2 versions of them and both of them sell for the same amount of money. And also the Felon and the Felon GT, the car that I sold right in the beginning. Then there's the Oracle. So those are pretty much the NPC vehicles that are, decent priced. And like I mentioned earlier on, for getting even more money, what you can do is find these rare modded cars that spawn on the map and sell them. I mean, they spawn at particular times, and what you can do is, spawn them and save them in your garages, which you can use to sell later on. So this is going to be, saving a lot of time. That point I'll be covering later on. And also, like I said, the tutorial on how to spawn these rare modded cars that sell for a higher amount of money is linked at the top as well as in the description. So make sure to check out those videos. Adding to the selling of these vehicles part, there's one more way which you can do to earn little more money. That is the Simeon car sales. So Simeon will be contacting you after you get that personal vehicle of yours, and he'll be giving the intro to all these things. So basically what it does is sends you a list of all the vehicles that's being interested for these selling, and what you should do is choose the highest value car in that list. So for this instance, in the list that I have received, Grotti vehicle is the costliest vehicle. So what I did was steal it off the street when I saw it, took it to LSC, customized it a bit, and sold it for about $20,000. That's a good amount right in the initial stages. And these missions spawn every day in game, every 1 day in game, so it's not like every 48 minutes you get these. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but it's kind of a good activity to do every single day you log into the game. Next up, after those, what I did was get on with the treasure hunts that we get in GTA Online, that is linked to Red Dead Redemption 2 and also the GTA itself. So I won't be going in depth right now in this video. I just go with the activities that I did to rack up the initial bits of money. I actually didn't complete all these challenges as well. Like I said, I just did the initial activities, and you kind of get rewarded for all those works as well. So that is the money which I used for the later on getting the property and stuff. So there's like about 4 of these treasure hunts. 3 of them are linked to Red Dead Redemption 2 game. So the first one is the golden revolver, the second one is the stone hatchet, and the third one is the navy revolver. These 3 are the RDR2 challenges, the treasure hunts, and the fourth one, which is the GTA 1 itself, is the alien suit one, which is more like collecting certain well, you gotta collect some of these items that are spawned on various parts of the map. You gotta go and collect them all. So that's with the 4 treasure hunts. More of these detailed videos on these treasure hunts will be covered in the next video, which is going to be the part 2 of this. So moving on, the next activity that you gotta do for making money in GTA Online is the flight school challenges. I mean, there's another advantage apart from money that you get by doing these. It's that you kind of get used to the flying mechanics of GTA Online with the helicopters or the planes. So it's kind of like an added bonus that you get along with money. You get used to flying both of these air vehicles, the helis and the planes. So definitely do these. I mean, for the new players, just starting out in GTA Online, these might seem like very tricky and very hard to complete. But trust me, with a little bit of concentration and a few extra tries, you'll be able to complete all of these. I started these challenges and I completed these within a day. I mean, within the first day of starting this new account. So by evening, I had completely done all of these challenges and I had got gold. So with these challenges or the flight school challenges, you will be able to make about $230,000 to $240,000. So that's a lot of money to make right in the beginning of the initial stages, right? You'll be able to make your first property purchase with that money. So definitely take a look into these and complete these as well. So now you have done all those. We'll be proceeding to make our first property purchase. So for the first one, I personally would suggest getting the motorcycle clubhouse. Now right away when I say that, many of you are gonna say that is a bad choice, get an apartment or purchase another garage property or stuffs like that. But I will back up my statement with why I chose this with just 2 proper reasons. The first one is that you get the ability to call your motorcycles instantly right next to you. Here's a clip from my old account in which I have progressed a lot, have lots of vehicles and all, and it shows how I can quickly return the motorcycles and call up a new one right next to me very quickly. So that's going to benefit you a lot in the initial times, as you have to travel a lot across the map doing these missions, activities, free mode jobs, all those stuffs. So this, trust me, you're going to be using this a lot in the initial days. Second reason why is that this is like a future investment for your businesses. I mean, there's like 5 types of businesses offered with the MC. So I mean, a motorcycle clubhouse is a must and should in order to get those businesses. So why would you want to go get another different property, and then again in future when you want to get the businesses, you'll have to come and must and should get this property. So what I'm doing here is saving the money and time, effort which you need to grind again in order to get these. We'll be getting this right in the beginning itself for the reasons that I said earlier. I mean, you could go with the apartment if you have friends, like if you're going to be doing the heist. If you're a solo player, and as I'm focusing only on the solo players, I think this will be the right thing to do. So that's the reason I went with the MC clubhouse. You can also get the garages too, the 10-car garages. The apartments, the basic 10-car garage apartment is cost you somewhere about $200,000, whereas a 10-car garage will cost you somewhere around $90,000, or I guess $100,000. So you can go with that too. The main reason you'll be getting these properties is because you'll be unlocking the mechanic as well. The mechanic feature which you get from the interaction menu, or the one you can call from the phone. So with that feature, you'll be able to call your personal vehicles right next to you. So this is going to be greatly helping you in the upcoming days. So that's with that. Going with the property, well, I chose this one as this will be the best ideal choice for all the new players, which is going to be the cheapest option at just $200,000. That's why I told you to do those flight school challenges or the other activities. $200,000 is going to be your initial target, initial money making target. So once you reach that, you'll be able to purchase this. It comes with its own activities and all those perks and advantages. I'll be covering these detailedly in the upcoming days. So there you have it. That's the first property. Like I said, you could go with the apartments. It's entirely up to you, or the 10-car garages. That too is a better option if you're not interested in MC works and all. But the wiser decision would be getting the MC clubhouse in the beginning. So yeah, there you have it. I started out a new account, grinded some money doing these basic activities, and I was able to purchase the first property right on day 1 itself. I played like for a few hours in the morning and few more hours in the evening. So one day, this is the progress I have made. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. The next episode is going to be coming soon. If you have any suggestions or ideas or literally anything that you want to say, make sure you do that down in the comments. I go through all the comments. So yeah, do drop the video a like and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you all and have a good day.